All right, welcome to the following round. We have a pretty reasonable hand here, so we'll be keeping. Yeah, I think this is just fine. If my opponent's playing an aggressive deck and I want to Lightning Axe on turn 1, I guess it's a little weird, but Verdant Catacombs. Verdant Catacombs pass probably means I do not want to run out Jace. Another As Foretold. Yeah, I think I'd rather just leave it as a charm. If my opponent does nothing, I can loot with it, which is fine, though I don't really have anything I want to pitch, so it'd be kind of nice to wait. Do want to find a third land, though, so it helps in that regard. Ah, okay. Well, I don't know about this matchup. This doesn't seem great for us. I guess it should be great for us, actually, right? I'm the one who instantly kills my opponent. They have to, I guess they get to outburst. Yeah, but if I outburst, if they outburst into me having the combo, then I can block, I guess. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe the matchup's actually great for me. I just need to find Kiki-Jiki Exarch and pitch them. Uh-oh. Well, that's not great. I guess this gives me... Maybe I want to keep this. No, it just gives them Demonic Dread when I'm not ready. Yeah, we'll just pitch these. Could also just Vengeance it. If I miss on land here, did not. It's possible I'm supposed to Vengeance it anyway. Fetch land is still the right play, though, since it lets me flip it right away. Yeah, I think that's better than just playing an As Foretold out. See if we get main deck Macabre. That would be very sad. Alright. I mean, Simian Spirit Guide. Outburst could happen here. Did not, though. Pitch the axe. Check up on nothing. Say go. I guess I was talking about Demonic Dread earlier. Maybe I actively want them to Demonic Dread, though, because then I could Living End to just kill everything again. But if they outburst, I don't get the opportunity if they can kill me in one shot. Cycle Ceradon. Hardcast Simian Spirit Guide using a Simian Spirit Guide. This definitely feels like they're setting up for Demonic Dread. Kiki-Jiki. Probably just going to tick up on this Simian, but we'll see. Oh man, would have been sweet to hit the land to use with this thing too. Alright. That's it for us. Yeah, I mean, if they dread, then we just can Living End to kill everything again. After pitching Kiki-Jiki and hopefully Exarch. What a strange matchup, because if they have Outburst, then I can't really do anything. Like, I don't know, it's very, very strange. But this is good for us for sure. Our sequencing here is actually really interesting too, because we have a second As Foretold. This doesn't really help us at all, but I could like Ancestral first, looting, and then if I had an untapped land, I get to go As Foretold, still Living End. I think that's best because it makes me most likely to actually kill my opponent. If I miss on a land, though, I've really hurt myself. I guess we can reevaluate after we do this. Yeah, that's probably fine. Either way, we can start with this. All right, so we hit the land, so we know we don't have to worry. I'll fetch in case I, like, you know, potentially draw both of those. Well, I guess I was going to loot first, but either way, this thins me, so it's fine. Let's just get a... Island is fine here. Cast looting, hope to find Exarch. Perfect. And a Gristlebrand. It's okay, we don't need that one. As Foretold. Cast Living End. Opponent is going to get a Mana Monkey, but I think I can live with that. Since we're going to get Exarch and Kiki-Jiki. Pretty great turn of events. Kind of love it. Let's see the chat, actually. Yeah, opponent loves it too. All right. Untap this, I guess. I guess I can untap Kiki in case I misclick, I guess, but it's a little redundant. Guess there's no reason not to auto yield. Sure, but it just packs it in anyway. Okay. Well, what do we want against Living End? I guess I can Spyglass Fairy Macabre. That's something that's relevant. Potentially even something like Street Wraith. I don't know. There's a lot of... I could even just name random cyclers in their hand, I suppose. But that's not very exciting. I think using this for Macabre, though, is valuable. Brutalities are always a little bit weird against Living End. The sort of like 2-mana duress when your deck is very redundant and you're seeing a million cards is always pretty weak. I think I'm better off just not getting involved with that. Largely, most of our board is unappealing. I guess Obstructionist is pretty sick if you are lucky enough. And I could bring in Swan Song, but not Dispel. Yeah, Swan Song's definitely good enough. And then these are like a little cuter, but maybe okay. These are pretty bad though, so probably gets me at least the Spyglasses. I don't think this Obstructionist is better than any of the other cards in my deck. Particularly on the draw, it's going to be very difficult for me to cycle this in response to a Cascade trigger anyway. And I think that's just not really what we're going to be about in most of these games. I guess it might be better than an Ancestral on the draw. We can try that, I suppose. They could also be leylining people instead of Macabre, but... or both, even. And if they are on the leyline plan, we're going to have a lot more trouble. Because we basically have to, like, normal Kiki combo them, which is particularly difficult with how fast they are. I think this is a keep. All right. If they go for like a turn 2 living end, I'm punished for suspending this ancestral. I guess I'm pretty... There's not a lot of reason. I don't know. The reason I want to suspend this ancestral is because I have multiple, like... I don't have a lot going on in my hand, but I do have multiple tools that I can use to slow my opponent down. And with that, I think I might be able to buy myself enough time to resolve this. So, yeah, I'm still going to go for it. I'm going to suspend it. They don't often go for turn 2 living ends anyway, since it requires them to have at least a Immune Spirit Guide and a Cascade spell. And then usually a number of, like, 0 mana cyclers. That is Street Wraiths. Alright, they didn't even have a cycler for me there. Other than the Wraith. They didn't have a way to use their mana, is more what I'm trying to say. As Foretold, kind of a punishment for using that living end, or not living end, ancestral. I just can't talk. Can't do it. It's impossible. And I guess we just pass here. Cycle an Archfiend. Consider responding to that fetch, but yikes. That's just gonna resolve. I think I loot here. Grab another Steam Vince, I guess, since this one's gone. So you can make the argument that we might end up trying to Goryos here. Yeah. Pitch creatures, most likely. Yep. Hopefully we draw a land. Sweet. Yeah, I don't think there's a reason to Mana Monkey and As Foretold out here. Beast within my island. So gives them a demonic dread target. I think I need to Swan Song this thing. I guess this gives them a demonic dread target, so whatever, but I lose both my lands the other way. Man. Needed a way to pitch that guy. How sweet would that be if we Is It Charmed in response to a living end here with the Mana Monkey? Pitch this thing. Alright. Bird's getting in there. I mean, even if they go off, well, I guess if they go off and blow up my land, then I have to draw a land living end, but having the Mana Monkey in our hand helps. Oh man, they have another Beast Within. Alright. Yikes. Alright, I guess we're going to discard a Gristlebrand. And I already have a Jason there. Definitely want this Mana Monkey still. Another Gristlebrand. Please don't macabre them both. Yeah, actually, I shouldn't have pitched the second Gristlebrand. That was a mistake for sure. But it suspends a living end. Like if they have Macabre, now they get to eat both. Whereas if I wait, I can Is it Charm after they Macabre the first one. All right. This is a weird spot because of the potential for Macabre. I mean, I'm just giving them more time. I feel like I'm the one who has to play the slow game here when they've suspended a living end in particular. Like, my yard is better than theirs. So they're the ones who have to do something to change that paradigm. So I think I'm supposed to just say go. Having instant speed discard here is really, really valuable. And I think if I force the issue, I'm adding extra risk that's unnecessary. I think I will fetch, obviously, like additional fulminators can punish me for doing it this way, but my life total's not super high, so I think I just generally prefer this. I can cast a 2-drop now if we wish. Still have Is It Charm up. I could be forcing the issue with these Goryos, I guess, but again, like, it just feels like taking it slow here requires my opponent to have more than just one Macabre. I guess I can end step a Vengeance and still have a second Vengeance. And then they're just dead on board. Hardcast History Wraith. That guy can block, unfortunately, so they're not dead on board. Oh well. They also only have one card now. So maybe now I am supposed to Is It Charm to loot? To try to find the kill. Oh man, they actually have Archfiend. They could use Archfiend and cycle a card after I go off. After I attack. To shrink all of my deceivers. That's pretty sick. Alright, in that case, I guess I just do this in their end step. If I find a Deceiver Exarch, I guess I can tap. They do have a Macabre to exile both. That was their last card. So now I use the other Vengeance, right? This was the plan. I was trying to consider if it could possibly be better for me to Is It Charm. But now, obviously, we're not doing that. All right. Obviously can't spell pierce that thing, and I don't have anything sweet to bin anymore. So what's our plan? I guess bash. I might as well have attacked with this, I guess. It goes down to 3. I mean, I'm supposed to draw, right? I have to find a way to have a better board than them. Right now, I'm just getting a Jace and a Deceiver Exarch. I don't have brutalities in right now either, so I couldn't kill them like that. Okay. Alternatively, I could just living end and then... I guess that's better, right? Because this would go into my yard. So I would end up with Gristlebrand, and then they would end up with Street Wraith. They also get to... No, they would end up with a Fulminator also, I suppose, because of the way that that's going to work. But, yeah, I guess that's just way better. Since they have to cast their living end. I'm gonna lose a lot of lands, but have a Gristlebrand. That is how... Am I forgetting how this works? That is how this works, right? Yeah, okay, good. Untap. Doesn't matter. This, I guess. I think I play this since a bunch of my lands are gonna go boom. Doesn't really matter one way or the other, I think. So no more Gristlebrand to exile. Yeah, perfect. And then they are gonna fulminate me. Yep. And then this living end gets cast. They get living end, or excuse me, they get Street Wraith, Fulminator Mage. I get Gristlebrand. So they have to draw like Beast Within. Fulminate me again. I guess they could living end. They could draw like Cascade Spell. Sweet. I think this is better than drawing 7, but it's possible. It's possible it's not. I'll have to think about that a little bit more, but I think we did it the right way. Either way, I will see you for round number 3 in a little bit here.